You have purged Tyria of the sad remnants of the long-dead Eldar Empire. 2 sets of war gear, dude. That's sick. All right. So that's the final 2. I can get the Mantle of Doom. Increased health and morale. Requires the reinforced body. And the Death Shroud. Draping his skeletal form in a rotting shroud, the Necron Lord becomes as a gruesome specter. Alright, moving from corpse to... Nice. Increased speed, reduced damage from ranged attacks. Alright, I am peaked. I am maxed out of my mind. The only enemy remaining right now are the orcs. Can the orcs even attack me directly? I guess he can from this particular province, right? But he's hanging out over here. I don't think he has... Maybe he can go straight to 8? I'm not sure. So there is a little province over here called the Rhean Floodlands, which I think I can probably use to, like, go around that way. The large provinces are really tough for me to fight over, because my units are so freaking slow and there's always multiple bases. Okay. So if he's leaving... I think this is my turn to shine. I can make 2 moves per turn. I think we go to the Rhean Floodlands first, and then we try to assault the Green Coast, which would be the final enemy of the game. Can we complete it? Let's see. What does Archive do? Yeah, the enemy likely has elite infantry and vehicles, and the enemy has 2 large bases. Alright. I will just buy everything. I did lose a couple of things in the war against the Eldar, but... we'll buy all of the Honor Guard. Yeah, there's still some remnants of, like, the Tau and the Space Marines and the Eldar and whatnot. Because it takes a lot of time to capture all of it, and a lot of turns to capture all of it. So I don't really know if it's efficient to do so. Okay, let's see. There's 2 large bases somewhere, is what it says. I'm hoping to take care of one as quickly as possible. Because otherwise, my main problem is the bottleneck of my supply count. Otherwise, I might run into the issue where I just don't have enough. Do we have to go through the water? Do I have to get my metallic boots wet? Ugh. Ugh, annoying. I don't know where they would be. But we'll go to the left for once. I always go to the right. Oh, you know one thing I haven't done? I've actually not saved after defeating the Eldar. The game doesn't autosave. Probably important. Okay, good. I've just caught one of the groups stomping the ground over here. Go, go, go. Keep going. Okay, here's a base. It might already be fully turtled up, though, so I don't know how viable it is for me to go super aggressive. But the faster I can take one of them out, the better it would be for me. Necron chase. That's the settlement right over there. So taking that one out right now would be really convenient. Honestly, I think we just nuke the main. I'm going to lose some of my units, but... There we go. Easy. And maybe we just go straight to the other side. Full honor guarded out of my mind, dude. Should we feel bad for the orcs? They've been destroying me so far. Oh, they're over here on this high ground, I think. Looks like it. Do we move up? This way, this way? We're going up. Up, up into the orc base. Can we do that? I don't know. Maybe that's cringe. Pretty cringe. Cringe is my middle name. Wait, is this even where we need to be? Nope. Get him. Oh, they just finished it. Oh, actually, no, that's my Tomb Spider. I thought it was just coming out of the factory. The mech shop. Ah, there we go. Come on. Here we go. This is their settlement. Just attack the settlement. I have become a rusher. Playing the slowest faction in the entire game. At least as far as movement speed goes. But I can rush! This is a nice map, actually. Whoa, up, up, up. We go to the settlement. All right. We have one more map remaining now. I have purged the Rhean Floodlands of the orc infestation. That means, since Big Dog is not home, I can take down the Green Coast. Now, what I should really do is save here. And go in this direction. These other provinces I can still capture. But I feel like this is a golden opportunity, right? Why don't they do a remake of the game, or at least a remaster? I mean, that's basically what this is, right? To be fair, like, a remaster, remake, all the rest of it, the terms have become kind of muddied over the years. This is what they call the definitive edition, which stays true to the original. Ooh, 300 actually for this one, for the destroyer. That's expensive. This is an enemy stronghold. Expect to face very heavy resistance. Expect very heavy assault on your forces as soon as they arrive. Victory will eliminate the race from the game. So if I win this, I think I win the game.
Those opposing Warlord Gorgutz headhunters Green Tide faced the same challenge the Tau had faced on Kronus for generations. Pushing the orcs back from the deserts and cities was one thing, but dislodging them from the jungle was another altogether. Even the legendary Tau leader, Commander Farsight, had failed to purge the orc-infested swamps of the Green Coast. Still, a complete purge wasn't necessary to break Gorgutz. The warlord had cobbled together his great horde, or Wa, in the parlance of the alien, from a large number of fractious clans and tribes. So long as the warlord led the Wa to victory, their clan's loyalty was assured. But with enemies assailing them in their very homes, discontent reared its head among the orcs. Secondary chieftains wondered if they might not make better warlords than Gorgutz.
Treason.
With these fissures in the Wa widening, the orcs' enemies struck. They drove deep into the Green Coast, hoping to eliminate Gorgutz himself and plunge the horde into infighting and rebellion. For Warlord Gorgutz, the only solution was to crush the attackers under unrelenting waves of orc warriors.
Alrighty. The Green Coast. Aww. Such beautiful decor. That's
You think you can sneak about without me boys seeing ya? You think you can come for me, Ed?
Hey!
Orcs is never beaten in battle. Shut it, you grot! The rest of them are coming and we got to be ready. Tell the boys there's some killing to do. I made them big banners to remind the clans that they better keep their boys in line. I don't want no squigheads looking to fight me when the enemy's right here. Gorgutz is the war boss. Got it, you mudsuckers? This here voicey box let him talk to you. So open your ears. Listen up, you grots and squids.
Talkie box.
They's coming for us like we some kind of humy kids. But we ain't. We's the orcs, and this here is gonna be one great fight. So get your choppers and your shooters ready, boys, cause there's some killing to do.
I thought bro wasn't home because he was in another region. I guess he is home. Maybe as long as he's in like an adjacent province, he can still go. Whew, I think it's gonna be a tough one, guys. I don't know if I can do it.
You wanna fight?
Or maybe the cinematic is scripted. That could also be.
Rocket Rangers, you
Rocket Rangers.
And what about yous, Quick Mix? You gonna let these other runts get all the good fighting done? That's right. We gonna crush 'em all. This here is a right and proper war.
Okay.
Death
Here we go.
has arrived. We come for you. Death? You look more like a human who needs some feeding, metal boy. We exterminated all life on this planet once before, and we will do so again. That was before me war got here. Now we the ones doing the exterminating.
We're doing exterminating. Kill Warlord Gorgutz Headhunter. I do really like the way that these guys talk. Oh my god, there's already so many enemies here. Dude, I can't even leave my main. So I had an issue with the orcs earlier where they were just entirely unbeatable. Now these missions are scripted as far as I know. Meaning that it should be slightly more manageable. But this is not a great start, is it? They're actually even attacking my main base. I think they get stronger though the longer I wait. So I could go and like capture some of the other regions. And that's obviously gonna make me stronger, but it seems like they also get stronger the longer time goes on. Alright. Not dead. Whew. All of the voices for the orcs are done by Brian Dobson. Is he having a full-on conversation with himself in this campaign? I like that. That happens a lot in a lot of games, but also like animations and all that sort of thing. I think The Simpsons is voiced by like 5 people. There's so many characters in The Simpsons. I start off with so many resources now, though, which is pretty sick. Let's actually do some of them. Kane from Command & Conquer was the director of the game? Really? I did not know that. Did you guys know that the creator of the Loco TV videos is also starring himself in those videos? Producer, editor, CEO, president, head of the board. All of that, the same guy. That's what it says in my email signature as well. All the titles. Yeah, but rates are very slow, or rates are very, very nimble, very weak. Don't really want them taking up supply count. Okay. My honor guard is pretty darn strong, man. Oh, destroy the Head Crush's banner. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere over here, I guess. Oh, it's over here. Oh, huge attack, huge attack. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Trying to use the teleportation ability, but... Excuse me. Let me introduce to you some of my friends. Please follow me this way. Thank you. A little bit of a messy start. Not gonna lie. Not gonna NGL, as the kids say. Okay, nobody says that. You know what the kids do say? And this is troublesome, chat. Last year, Rashi, who's a middle school teacher in the US, I think he's middle school. He taught me of the new slang in the United States, where kids go something like 6, 7. A few days ago, I was over at my parents' and my niece was there as well. She's, I think, 11. Guess what she said? We're about a year behind the United States slang. But for some reason, she said the same thing. Not good. Before you know it, the skibbities are gonna fly over. Before you know it, lit. No, people don't say lit anymore. Yeah, 6, 7 is apparently a thing that people say. I'm not sure why. But apparently saying 6, 7 is really funny. Okay. What does it mean? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, apparently it was a 6'7" tall basketballer. Yeah, not good. Okay, I got an awful lot of army though. Maybe we'll go this way this time. To be fair, the number 69 is still funny to me. Because I guess I have the humor of a 12-year-old. Lol, 69. Haha. Get it? That's so funny. Apparently 6-7 is the new 69. Which is not nearly as funny as 42. Which is the answer to the life, the universe, and everything. I remember spelling boobies with my calculator. What was it? A Casio TI-83? Was it a Casio? I'm old. No, was it a Casio? What brand was it? It wasn't a Casio? Oh, it was Texas Instruments. That's what it is. TI is Texas Instruments. That's what it is. Wait, or is Texas Instruments owned by Casio? Okay, now I gotta look it up. Dude, this is the one I had in school. Oh no, I think I had an 84. No, what that? No. I think I had one of these. I remember you could install games on it. Yes. No, is this the one? You had a TI-89? Dang, we get it, you're rich. We get it, you're rich. TI-89? No, I did not have a TI-89. You could play Snake on it. You were at gymnasium, you had to have one for graphical math? Did you just throw in a casual flex after admitting you're rich as well? Whoa. Whoa. We get it. Okay. Actually, let's go over here. Gotta slowly creep the map up. Okay, nice. First little section of the map over here is now under our control. Yeah, I never really liked math very much. Math was not my favorite subject. Okay. Let's get that upgrade going. Let's get that upgrade going. Wiskunde is what we call it in Dutch. Yes, that's the Dutch name for math. Whoa! Don't say the word math too hard, okay? The game may bug out. But it was actually a cutscene starting, thank God.
Lover's gonna leave me war. Chop 'em up, boys. Boss.
Grotlovers? Wait a second. Grot is the Dutch word for cave. Cave lovers?
Shut your yap and get back to killing.
It has a slightly dirty innuendo. Anyway.
You're in for the fight of your life. And the last one, too.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
The big banner is gone! The big banner is gone! I'm the boss now, so shut it!
Oh, new boss. New boss. Don't worry about it. Can we kill this settlement real quick and then go home to defend? Kill the settlement. Don't worry about anything else. Okay. They switch war bosses frequently. The lifespan of a war boss is not ideal. Okay. I'm bringing back home as many of my units as I can. Okay. Good concave. I guess I guess being a war boss is probably superior to being a regular orc guy. Okay, good. I basically have recall, which is quite nice. I feel like being an orc has got to be pretty fun. Other than, like, you know, the dying part. Yeah, orc paperwork is probably left to the absolute minimum. How can new be better if green is already best? Good point. Okay. There are still some remnants over here of stuff.
Gorgutz's big banner got blown up! Gorgutz is a grot herder, that one! I should be boss! No way! I's the boss now!
Maybe you can make a few of these things. And then we can go ahead and clear out whatever's left over here. I don't know if it really is doing any attacks in this area, but I may as well. My units are reasonably slow, but... there we go. Setting up some turrets over here, too. Huge attack wave at the bottom. Maybe you can help finish it off. I should be able to teleport on over in that direction. There we go. You guys should probably go around this side. Good enough. Got a couple of these Giga Lord Destroyers. All we need to do is dismantle the map. No need to rush. I would like to upgrade this thing if we can. Got another banner to destroy. The Rocket Rangers, which is right over here.
Rocket Rangers, they's coming for ya. Attack!
Are they gonna attack my direction? Let's upgrade this one to the engaged monolith. I'll make you guys hotkey 3. You're set up for defense duty. I don't know if a lot of units have died yet. Let me just go ahead and resurrect, I guess, may as well. Seems like my units have a lot of sustain. Yeah, some of my troops had died, so a couple of troops did get resurrected. That's nice. Hello. What in the world? A guy just ran by and decided to start capturing? A little bit toxic. Okay, that's going pretty well. Don't need to control that too much. All I need right now is a relic.
Told you the boss wasn't so tough. He can't even protect his own banner. Bet your Gorgutz ain't so tough neither. Yeah, let's find out.
Okay. We are making them fight Gorgutz. Okay, you guys go and look around this side of the map, please. These dudes are pretty fast. After getting an MMO mouse with 12 sight buttons, says, oh, Dragora, I can't play RTS without it anymore. I believe it was Lambo who played with, like, mouse buttons for a long time. You can definitely play pretty high level with mouse buttons. I think it's highly suboptimal, though, because you have a lot more accuracy in, like, you know, these fingers of your left hand than you do in the thumb of your right hand, right? So there, you might be bottlenecking yourself somewhere, but if it's fun, that's the main goal, right? But for competitive play, it's probably not optimal. Optimal is overrated, though. Optimizing for enjoyment is underrated. You can't get out of Silver League without your toe keyboard? You joke. But I remember some years ago, StarCraft 2 pro gamers requested from tournament referees whether or not it would be allowed to play with a foot pedal. May sound silly. But imagine, I don't know, having a hotkey for your, I don't know, a warp prism bound to your foot pedal. So you can never forget it. Like, it's honestly kind of perfect. You can do a camera location control group to foot pedals very easily too. You don't even need that much. Apparently the rules did not allow it, I believe, at the time.
Your skull's going right on top of me pointy stick. That's an honor, that is.
I kind of understand. I don't think you can, no. I don't think it's allowed. Although it's one of those things where I can imagine the rules are not going to be 100% clear. Although maybe actually it just says, like, you can plug in a mouse, you can plug in a keyboard, but no additional USB inputs are allowed, or something along those lines. No fun allowed. No, but I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Because if you run into limitations with the amount of buttons that you can reach on the keyboard, and you have two perfectly fine functioning feet that are doing nothing while you're playing. Dude, I love the way that orcs produce stuff. It's so cool. Oh yeah, you're definitely at a deficit if you have 9 fingers compared to 10. Absolutely. Just like it's difficult to be a professional marathon runner if you have 1 leg. Hard to, you know, maybe not impossible. I wonder if it's something that the ref just didn't want to deal with, or if it was technically, like, not allowed, you know what I mean? It could just be, like, one of those things. Where the ref is like, we don't, not right now, man. We are doing so many things already.
Here they come. Quick, Max, blast them good. You just shoot us, you
Would somebody with more than 10 fingers be allowed to use it? Probably. If you are born with 10 fingers, or 11, or 12, you could probably be born with 12 fingers. Do they have any special esports leagues, like the Special Olympics? I think it's called the StarCraft 2 ladder, dude. My mom told me I was special, too. No, jokes aside, I don't think there is for competitive gaming. I don't think it's big enough for that, but... I mean, if gaming grows enough, I'm sure it will be a thing. NA server is the special server. That's the NA server. The StarCraft 2 forums. That's where you do... If you go to the official StarCraft 2 Battle.net forums... That is the... yeah. I'm gonna destroy these over here. Because if everything goes according to plan, they're not gonna get over here anymore. We're gonna push over here first. Slow push to static defense. I wonder what the view count is for, like, Olympics versus Special Olympics. I would imagine it's substantially lower. It'd be kind of cool if something like that for esports existed. The only specialty type of leagues that I've heard of is, like, for example, age limits. Or, like, for example, female-only competition in esports. That's not unheard of. But that also generally comes with a bunch of backlash. It's always difficult. Can you guys go capture the relic, please? Some games are massive, though. We just had a look at the numbers of some of the esports titles recently, and at the EWC, for example, they did have a women's-only Mobile Legends Bang Bang tournament. Now that tournament got about, I think, 10, 15 times more views than StarCraft 2 did. It's one of those games where the vast majority of like PC gamers don't even know that it's a thing, but it's a massive mobile game, especially in Asia. Like, I think StarCraft 2's viewer count or whatever peaked at about 80,000 live people watching, which was like a 30% improvement year over year. So that's pretty sick for a game that's 15 years old. But then in comparison, the most popular title was Mobile Legends. Mobile Legends Bang Bang or something, I think is what it's called. I've never played it, but it's basically like a mobile League of Legends. And that one peaked at like 1.9 million. So it's like 20 times as big. And those are games that, like, a lot of the StarCraft community will never... Like, I'm not familiar with the meter until I, you know, started doing StarCraft tournaments. There's a lot of games out there that are massively popular. That are... existing in their own little bubble, you know? It makes sense that mobile games are huge, right? It had a 3 million peak, actually. 3 million peak viewers. Isn't that sick? It's the same as, like, for example, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So, like, PUBG. Generally speaking, the mobile version of that game is vastly more popular than the PC version or, like, the console version. But there's way more people with, you know, phones out there than there are people with console or PCs. Like, owning a gaming, like a dedicated gaming console is obviously a luxury purchase, right? Whereas, like, owning a phone is probably a necessary thing. Now, I don't like gaming on my phone at all. I did play some Balatro, actually, on the plane recently. A lot of people recommended Balatro to me over the years. I only played it for like an hour or so, but I get it. That game is sick. That was very fun. And that's something that plays really well on mobile. But playing a competitive game on mobile? I feel like a boomer, but I don't like it. Okay. Destroy the Foot Stompers banner. I've already done it. Destroy the Burner Boys banner.
Stompers, keep the trainer safe. I don't want no squiggets stomping our boys. You Burner Boy kids, they's right there. Get a burning.
Ultimately, people will play games on whatever platform you can play games on. I think that's the moral of the story. Accessibility definitely beats quality. Maybe one day we'll be using VR headsets or something of the kind. I haven't really heard much about VR headsets over the last year or so. I kind of hoped that it would go a little bit quicker with like that Apple thing releasing. But I've not even seen one in real life. Like, I've seen VR headsets, but none of those, like, Apple things. Obviously, it doesn't help that those things are, like, $4 grand. It's way too expensive. I don't even know if they sell them in the Netherlands. I don't think they do. But we're already, like, if you look at, like, the year-over-year improvement... Like, for example, those Meta glasses compared to, like, 2 years ago? They're so much better. I still wouldn't buy them. For several reasons, but... You know, as a proof of concept, as a proof of the technology, yeah. We're getting there. Yeah, they've updated the pictures in the most recent update to the game, apparently. I don't know why. They did indeed overhaul the images for a lot of stuff. I finally got used to the old ones, then they changed them. Some of the unit portraits, I think, for example, this one is updated. But maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. They just look a little bit strange to me. Not bad, but... Ah, that one's over there. Okay. We gotta go this way, gamers. Looks like I'm fighting multiple waves of units right now. They look more bald. They do look more bald. They have a very square, bald head. Maybe I do too, I don't know. Maybe they went to one of those waxing salons, sir, okay? Maybe it's like one of those laser thingamajigs. Dude, the Necron Lord hits so bloody hard now. You'll love to see it. Let me upgrade him, though, to the Essence of the Nightbringer. Okay, my strategy is to attack move. Seems like a pretty good strategy. Ah, it's on its way. Give it about 10 minutes and it will arrive at the front. Looks like I'm gonna lose one of the towers, but that's okay. Here's one of the things, actually.
Big banners burn good, don't they? That was the boss's big banner you get. Big boss banners burn real good.
Look at the amount of slugger boys over here trying their best.
Chop 'em up, boys, but bring me the edge.
Come on, bud. Don't be shy. Just slowly teleport to the front lines. I think I'm going to destroy that one. And that one. Make some new ones over here. I can only have 3 of them at once. May as well. Okay. All of the bonus objectives done, I think. Maybe there's one more bonus objective over here, though. Oh, dude, we can actually win this campaign. I was getting a little bit worried a few missions ago that it was going to be GG. Because it's starting to look a little bit suspicious. Yeah, the bonus objectives don't really do anything. Usually they're kind of a waste of time. But then again, playing video games in general is kind of a waste of time. It's fun to do the bonus objectives. Turns out Mom was right all along. Yeah, the Necrons are very slow. You do have to be quite patient. Life is a waste of time. Maybe it is, dude. We can just keep pushing it forward. What's the point of anything, man? What's the point of the bonus objectives? What's the point of life? Why are we here? Where are we going? I don't know, bro. I'm just doing a bonus objective right now. But why are we here, though? How do we get here? You're doing a 100% life run? Well, I'm glad I'm, you know, any percent speed run would be kind of sad. Let's you know, let's do a 100% slow run, okay? There's no progress bar though, so you never know how far along you are. No achievements really either. Just community man-made achievements. Don't even know if those counts. Society keeps moving the goalposts as far as the achievements go as well, dude. There's really no way. Yours has run without major glitches? Mine has got some glitches. Yeah, my ears are one major glitch. I clicked the randomize button too frequently on the character creation screen, and now my ears are kind of a mess. You clipped into a wall once? Nice. Oh yeah, gaming is definitely the cheapest form of entertainment, I think. Well, I'm sure you can come up with some stuff that's better. But the euro to hour of entertainment ratio of video games is pretty darn good. I did beat the Eldar. And now we're in the final mission against the orcs. And I think after this, we have beaten the Crusade. This game, though, can kind of be a gateway drug to something slightly less cost-effective. And that would be Warhammer miniature paint. Warhammer miniature gaming in general is not the cheapest hobby out there. Although, still, the dollar to enjoyment ratio, or the hour to... it's not terrible. But there's cheaper hobbies out there. I don't know what would be, like, the best... Probably having, like, a library card. I feel like, I don't know how much a library card costs. But I feel like the, you know, cost to entertainment ratio has got to be really high. Yeah, I heard that in the United States, a lot of libraries are free. Over here, they're not. That sounds like socialism to me, guys. I don't know. Yeah, no, they're not free over here. I think oftentimes it's like included in like having like a school type of thing. So if you're like, you know, if you're a student, I think it's oftentimes included. Yeah. No, you have to pay like a yearly fee. I don't think it's much. I can look it up. We have a library nearby. I've been wondering about this. Let me see. How much does it cost? Can I figure this out? It's free until the age of 18. It's also free to read the books inside of the library. But I can't quite see how much it would cost. 42 euro a year. First number I see is 42 euro a year. Obviously, if you like books, that's not too bad, right? But not free. We used to go to the library all the time, dude. I would min-max the library. So me and my mom, when I was like young, I think I must have been like 8, 9-ish years old. We used to go to the library every week. My mom always reads a lot. And I remember the library that we went to would always allow you to get like, I think it was 7 books per person per week. Or like at a time. So like you could like, I think keep them for like 3 weeks at home or whatever. And naturally, every time we went, I would take out the absolute maximum amount of books that I could get. Even though I wouldn't be able to read them all. But I'm not wasting my time, baby. Take out the whole thing. Get all 7 of the books out. We're not wasting it. We're min-maxing everything.
Your bravado will not save you.
I read books. Absolutely. Yeah, Necrons talk in this campaign. They speak perfect British English. Your wife would go to the library with friends and laptops and check out like 20 CDs, and then magically they returned with all the CDs within an hour? Really? That sounds like she may have done a little bit of rebelling against society. Gorgutz! There he is! Correction? There he was. I think. Wait, I can't even click him. Gorgutz? Hello? Oh, there he is. There he was.
You ain't got me yet. Got me one more surprise for you.
Oh.
Boss? Who is getting shot up? Ain't you the master of the obvious? Use explosives.
Use
The
explosives.
The bomb, you kid. The bomb.
High sensitivity warning? Oh, okay.
Always have your tunnels dug and ready. You sure is smart, boss. Shut it, you git. I got me a whole war to rebuild. Now get me the gork off of this here planet.
I think that's it. I believe.
Two unrelenting tides crashed into one another as the Necrons moved into the Green Coast. Imperial citizens can be forgiven for rejoicing to see the barbaric orcish horde face the merciless advance of the ancient Deathbringers. No matter who won, however, the cause of man suffered. And when the Necron scythe decapitated the Orc horde, it was only one step on their march of galactic extermination. Orcish hordes are notoriously difficult to eradicate, since the beasts reproduce at a phenomenal rate. Indeed, Kronus' jungle had been the domain of feral orcs long before Warlord Gorgutz arrived. The Necrons, however, applied their murderous resoluteness here as well, and systematically purged the jungle, one step at a time. Millions of orcs ultimately perished, each death a pleasing sacrifice for the Nightbringer.
Now, I don't know if this is the actual end of the campaign, or if there's more.
By the end of the Dark Crusade, Kronus was a tomb world once more. Just as the marching Necron armies cut down all their opponents, so did other fiendish devices work on the planet's very ecosystem. Scarab swarms scoured the lush jungles of the south and the fertile plains of the north, while pulses of loathsome energy killed even microscopic bacteria. The seas died and the air itself became rarefied and poisoned. Soon, sterile sand and dust swept across the Kronusian landscape, broken only by black monuments to the Nightbringer. Kronus became the black heart of the Necron Purge in the eastern edge of the galaxy. Warriors emerging from the monoliths of Kronus would bring death to worlds across the Tau Empire, the domains of Ultramar, and many more sectors. Imperial strike fleets, Tau battle formations, and Eldar raiding teams would all try to retake Kronus, only to fall before the huge crypt vessels protecting the Tomb World from orbit. Each heroic effort only added more deaths to the Nightbringer's tally.
Yay! We have successfully murdered another planet. Woo! There used to be so much life, so much variety here. But no more, because of us. Haha, Ian's name is... Anyway, this was lovely, dude. Honestly, I didn't expect this at all. Going into the expansion pack, I had never seen anybody play this. I didn't, look up the Dark Crusade whatsoever. I thought we were going to play like a regular campaign similar to the first two. So like the main campaign and then, what is it, the Winter Assault. But this is honestly very creative. Like, they didn't need to do it like this. They could have made it easy for themselves and just did another story-driven campaign. But they decided to do like effectively like a tabletop version. But then digital, I guess? Like, they really did bring like wargaming, like tabletop wargaming, and then like Dawn of War 1's multiplayer type of thing together into one game mode, which is pretty sick. Yeah. So you can actually play this multiple times over if you want to. Like, you could definitely play the other factions too. No, I'm not gonna do that. But at the very start, you choose which faction you want to play, and it seems like the cinematics and the story and all that is different depending on what you do. I think if I were to play it again, I would probably go Orc. I really like Orc. Now, I'm not sure what Soulstorm is all about, and I don't really want to spoil myself, but I think I'll play Soulstorm next.